US President Joe Biden implored Americans to fight back against Republican extremism, threatening the country's democratic foundations. In Philadelphia's Independence Hall, where the US Declaration of Independence and Constitution were adopted. The speech is part of a recent effort by Biden to ramp up attacks on politicians aligned with former President Donald Trump. Biden attacked MAGA forces, those people devoted to Trump's Make America Great Again agenda, as determined to take this country backwards to a time without a right to abortion, privacy, contraception, or same-sex marriage.
My fellow Americans, please, if you have a seat, take it. I speak to you tonight from sacred ground in America, Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is where America made its Declaration of Independence to the world more than 2 centuries ago with an idea unique among nations, that in America, we're all created equal. But as I stand here tonight, equality and democracy are under assault. We do ourselves no favor to pretend otherwise. So tonight, I've come to this place where it all began to speak as plainly as I can to the nation about the threats we face, about the power we have in our own hands to meet these threats. Too much of what's happening in our country today is not normal. Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans. Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know, because I've been able to work with these mainstream Republicans. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country. MAGA forces are determined to take this country backwards to an America where there is no right to choose, no right to privacy, no right to contraception, no right to marry who you love. They promote authoritarian leaders and they fan the flames of political violence that are a threat to our personal rights, to the pursuit of justice, to the rule of law, to the very soul of this country. They look at the mob that stormed the United States Capitol on January 6th, brutally attacking law enforcement, not as insurrectionists who placed a dagger at the throat of our democracy, but they look at them as patriots. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we can't be pro-insurrectionist and pro-American. They're incompatible. We can't allow violence to be normalized in this country. It's wrong. We each have to reject political violence with all the moral clarity and conviction this nation can muster. Now, we can't let the integrity of our elections be undermined, for that is a path to chaos. I will not stand by and watch. I will not the will of the American people be overturned by wild conspiracy theories and baseless evidence-free claims of fraud. I will not stand by and watch elections in this country stolen by people who simply refuse to accept that they lost. I will not stand by and watch the most fundamental freedom in this country, the freedom to vote, and have your vote counted and be taken from you and the American people. Look, As your president, I will defend our democracy with every fiber of my being, and I'm asking every American to join me. We just need to remember who we are. We are the United States of America, the United States of America. And may God protect our nation, and may God protect all those who stand watch over our democracy. God bless you all. Democracy. Thank you.
The primetime speech in Philadelphia, the birthplace of American democracy, is part of a sharp turn for Biden as midterm congressional elections approach. The president is increasingly concerned about anti-domestic trends in the Republican Party, as well as the need to repel an onslaught by the party in November ahead of his own 2024 re-election bid, aides say. Biden's speech echoed a campaign pledge to restore the soul of the nation and, by implication, purge the values associated with Trump. In the nearly 2 years since Biden was elected, Republican voters have mostly backed candidates aligned with the former president. After devoting much of his energy in 2022 to high inflation at home and Russia's invasion of Ukraine and ending 2 bouts of COVID-19 over the summer, Biden has begun lashing out at Trump-aligned Republicans in recent days.